G'day guys, MG here. The big fella is a little bit off this week, so Big Gussie won't be joining me, but thank you very much for your questions. I appreciate them greatly, and keep them coming into Rugby League Week on their Facebook page. First question this week is from Trent Hicks. Trent says, do you think the Bulldogs will make the top four, and if so, why? No, I don't think they'll make the top four this year. I think for a couple of reasons. I think the big man this year, Cassiano in particular, hasn't had quite the impact. He looks like he's carrying a few extra pounds than he was last year. And James Graham, he's probably a bloke who can take him to greater heights, but I don't know. The Bulldogs this year, I think they'll make the 8. And from there, who knows what will happen, because once you make the 8, anything can happen. But top 4 is probably a long stretch. Pauline Junior Hodges says, do you think the Cannonball tackle should be banned, MG? I said, and I'll say, Paulie, I think it should be. Just picture yourself, okay, two blokes are grabbing you, and all of a sudden the third bloke comes in and dives at your knees or your ankles without you seeing the tackle coming. It's not a brave tackle. It's a tackle that the ball runner doesn't see coming, so it should be outlawed. It's not the player's fault, it's in the rules. So it's up to the NRL to get rid of it, and get rid of it now, because otherwise we'll see things like last week's Joel Edwards, or McKinnon, I'm sorry, for the Knights doing his ankle in a bad way. And again, it's not the player's fault. The tackle should be outlawed altogether. Darren Harper says, do you think coaches should have the right to comment on how bad a referee's performance was without a fear of a fine? To a certain degree, yeah, I do. I think, and I've been saying this for probably 5 years, I think that every time that a referee, a coach and a captain have to go through a press conference, even after getting belted, then why can't referees do a press conference to say, so at least the reporters can say, why did you make that mistake? Why did you make that ruling? Let us know, instead of just always saying, yeah, we got it wrong. But it's not good enough anymore. With 2 referees, with 2 touch judges, with 2 people up in the box, that's 6 officials on one game. We've got to get it right 99.9% of the time. At the moment, we're not. So yeah, I think the referees have got to get thicker skin. But if we let the coaches just have a free-for-all, it could get ugly. And Daniel Saitula says, who would be the modern-day MG? Probably Russell Packer. See you next week.